Welcome to episode number 3 of Screen Printing Marketing. I am Sean Michael Lewis, and today I'm going to talk about utilizing Google My Business for your screen printing business shop. And you have to understand, like, when it gets to digital marketing, the organic side of it is, in my opinion, one of the most important places to at least start. And this is an opportunity that so many screen printing shops miss out on because they either haven't set it up, it's been automatically put in or put in with the owner before they owned, or if they're a new shop, they've set up and verified their address. But let's talk about what Google My Business is. So, those of you listening understand exactly what it is, because this is one of the most basic, simple things that is absolutely free to set up and integrate for your business that can actually make your phone ring and things like that. So, Google My Business is basically like the map directory listing for your business. And what's amazing about this is it comes with so many free analytics that show traffic to your website, traffic to how many phone calls you're getting every month. And this is something that you have to actively participate in if you want to maximize the results from it and the impact that it has. And it doesn't, there's not really a guarantee like, oh, I do it and then I'm going to be at the top of the maps or things like that. But I can tell you from experience working with hundreds of clients that the more active and consistent you are, the better the results are with Google My Business. So, just wanted to kind of go through a few things on how to set this up. So what's nice about Google My Business is there's an app you can download for your phone. You can actually manage it online through your web browser. And it really, I'm just got tier level threads and stuff, which is our company, pulled up right now. And just in the last 30 days, we've had 4,700 views. It showed up thousands of times in searches, a lot of activity. And what I really like about this is when I get into it in more direct, I can actually see, how many times we're showing up in search, but also how many times we're showing up on the maps. And, you have to think about this. When people are looking for things like, I need custom t-shirts, I need blah, 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 how that shows up, looking at the local business options on the maps, the reviews are kind of tied into that. It's all very critical for your business. But what I love about this is, from looking back from when we started, is I can actually go in here for the last 30 days and see, how many people called us, how many people visited the website, how many people actually went on there and looked for directions on how to get to our shop. And, this is real value, real ROI, because this is what helps fuel your business. And, we are actively involved in Facebook, Instagram, other social platforms, and paid pay-per-click as well, which I'll talk about on some future episodes. But just organically, just from having this set up, we had over 20 calls just in the last 30 days. And that number has been increasing since we've been more active with this platform for our business. We've had over 51 people go to the website, which is where we get a lot of quotes and inquiries via email or the form that we have on our website. So again, Google My Business is extremely important. Now, when it comes to Google My Business, it is very critical that you do a handful of things at minimum. And one of those is just uploading your work in the form of photos and videos. We do a lot more than just uploading those photos. We take those photos, we put them through apps or programs like Lightroom, where we can manipulate the metadata and the meta tags, which is a descriptive language that tells Google, what is this photo of? What does this photo consist of? And that really helps when people are looking for custom printed t-shirts, custom shirts, branding, apparel, things like that. And what's amazing is it actually compares you to other businesses in the area. It shows you so much data. So, when we look at this, like, there's a section on there called photo views, and it shows us having over 5,000 views because of the photo engagement that we have, versus other businesses like us that have less than 1,000. 5 times more visibility just because we are active and participant on it in our local market. So again, it does have a quantity, but quality is also a big factor there. You want to make sure you're putting your best work out there, but you want to do it on a consistent level. So there's a lot of features in there, from posting like you do on Facebook, where you can puts promos and offers and things like that out there. There's even engagement where people can text you from Google My Business to actually inquire about your business as well. So Google My Business, hands down, is one of the best tools that you can organically get your business set up and start generating revenue from. A couple things when you're setting up that account, you have to use your actual address. If you don't have a public place and you work out of your home or garage, if you're a startup shop, you can't hide that address, so you can still have your phone number and website on there. But having a physical location is always going to be the most optimized. But when you go through that, it's very critical that there's a lot of categories on there. So you have things like your service area, your categories that you serve. One thing you want to be careful when you get into service areas, I know a lot of you, focus on nationwide, but with Google My Business, you want to be very specific on that local market if you want to be at the top of the rankings for that local market. So you don't want to overstretch it, because Google will do a lot of proximity where somebody says, I need a screen printing shop near me, and that's where you optimize those specific zip codes or cities or towns or whatever. You're going to get a lot more visibility. You also have service areas, so you can put categories like screen printing, custom embroidery, promotional items, things like that. You want to make sure that you have all those filled out. And one thing that is extremely critical is making sure your hours are accurate. If you always have your phone on and it forwards to your cell phone, or you operate like many businesses directly to your cell phone, it is critical to make sure those hours are widespread. Most shops that I see locally are only open like 9 to 4, closed on Friday. We've made it where we're open much more extended hours, and you would not believe the amount of calls we get at 9, 10 o'clock at night that we're willing to answer that turn into actual sales and relationships. And this is just something where you really have to think outside the box. Are you looking to grow your business? These are things that you can control through those online directories. Don't put those hours on there if you're not going to answer the phone, because that's even worse when somebody calls that says you're open and then you're not there. So, and we run our shop, we definitely maximize, many hours beyond the normal 8 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever. So it is paid off to be extremely beneficial. You can put bios in there, overviews about what you do. The more descriptive you are, the more language you use of things in your area of screen printing, the more likely people are going to show up or see you when you'll show up in those searches. So again, Google My Business is extremely important. What I recommend is getting it set up. Make sure your profile is correct. I'll talk more about additional listing directories and services in a future episode as well. But make sure you're doing some type of, at minimum, a weekly post and photo uploads to that account, because it will definitely put you above the competition in your regional local market. So Google My Business is great. We'll probably release some videos later on screen printing marketing just for you to kind of see the visuals of what we're talking about. But again, address correctness, service categories, service areas, make sure all that information is correct, and check it from time to time, because sometimes Google will make automatic updates and it can impact your business if you're not aware of it. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. This is, again, very straight to the point, but if you're not on Google My Business, you're definitely missing out, and the app is amazing. You can actually monitor reviews and things like that on there. And that's another thing you can talk about, is managing your reviews is extremely important. And we're going to also talk in the future about what to do when you get positive and negative reviews, because there is an appropriate way to handle both. With positive, obviously thanking them, but with negative, how do you communicate with them so it doesn't get out of control? So anyway, Google My Business, make sure you are investigating it. If you don't have access to it, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'd be more than happy to walk you through how to claim your listing and things like that if there's any immediate questions that you guys have. So hope you guys are having a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.